Hello, what's up? My name is TheBellUnder3 and welcome to my first Let's Build series. For those of you who haven't seen the announcement video for that, I'm building, or basically completely rebuilding whole Glaciem. Make sure to check out the video if you haven't. There's a download link to the old map, so if you're interested in that, go ahead. But for today, you'll have a small timelapse because I screwed up on the recording. I actually recorded and commented on it, but for some reason it outputted a 10 FPS file, which made it impossible to watch and it looked terrible, but luckily I could just fast forward and make it look smoother than it was. So that's what you're seeing right here. I'm trying to fix the issues so I can actually talk about what I'm planning on doing and how I'm building. But yeah, for today we'll just work with that. What you can see right now is I'm starting to build the Harbour area, and therefore adding a small kind of port there right next to the ship so we can transfer all the cargo that's on there into a storage facility I'm going to build later. And yeah, what I did so far is reinforcing the hillside with some cobblestone, now preparing to build some walls, but that's not the thing we're doing today. We're actually trying to make the harbor a little bit more secure to attacks. That's one main goal I had. I personally found that the old harbor was way too vulnerable to attacks, so what I decided here is I will just build a tower and then maybe later a fort that's right next to the harbor and kind of serves the purpose of protection and maybe make the port a little bit less accessible than it is right now. So what I did is I laid down the main structure and now I'm trying to support it from the bottom so it looks a bit more stable. It turned out pretty well, basically adding supportings on the sides. And for you guys, a little question, I've tried to set the game rules, so if you don't know what that is, since Minecraft 1.8 they added game rules. One of them is do daylight cycle, and I couldn't set this on my server, so if you have any ideas on how to fix that, I'll be so grateful for that, because it really annoys me just to set the time all the time. But yeah, let's move on. The tower basically is quite big, you can see it from far away. You're gonna see that later in the video. But that's not what I talked about. Told you I recorded a whole Let's Build series here, and I actually talked about some other stuff. One of them is that Thurgan, the old server I was building on, is actually completely revamping itself. So what that means is with some issues with plugins and basically the builder's activity or attendance to certain things. So we're trying to rebuild everything. We're currently working on a new map. It turns out pretty awesome. We've got a very skilled builder doing that. He's doing it with World Machine, I guess. And yeah, it looks pretty awesome so far. And I'll probably think about returning to this map and basically taking everything I built right here into the new map so we can continue our little series. What I'm doing right here is trying to add some more color to my build. You'll later see that I totally undo it because I had some struggle building here. You have to know I haven't built in months, so basically building for me is hard at the moment. It's kind of a practice, and that actually alludes to one of my next videos I'm planning on making. It's about building and how to become a good builder, because I personally think building is practice more than talent. So if you're interested in that, make sure to leave me feedback in the comments if you want to see something like this. But yeah, trying to move on with the tower, adding some height to it, trying to incorporate the wood. Didn't work out so well, so you can see it looks kind of ugly right now, too much wood on the sides. I'm trying to fix it there. But yeah. alright guys, now I finally figured out that the things I'm doing is just garbage, so I completely deleted it. That's one thing you should learn to do, is being open to completely deleting stuff you've built in the past and redoing it. That's what I did with Glaciem, by the way. Just deleting everything, starting fresh, having new motivation, new ideas, and basically learning from the mistakes you made. And now I'm actually going over to the final design. That was the build I've done. Here you get a little bit of inspiration from EV Productions. They used that technique earlier, so thanks to that. And here I'm trying to add some more supportings to the whole foundation, trying to include the wood there, getting at least a little bit of color. And now moving upwards, and the goal I had is kind of getting this what's it called, time glass something shape. So basically starting thick on the bottom, then getting smaller towards the middle, and then expanding outwards on the top again. And here you can see the Glaciem arches. That's what I like to do for my towers. I just have those arches. And here I'm trying to add some more detail by simply adding randomization with stairs and later other blocks too. And that's the middle part here. And you can also see that I try to get a look from the distance just to see how it looks in the end. That's something you want to do as well, trying to get the big picture of your build and then deciding how to go ahead. I remember in this part I decided I want to add some more height to my towers so it doesn't look that ugly. So what I'm doing here is adding a small middle piece. That's the technique I use in my castle a lot. For those of you who haven't seen the castle, check out the last video. You can see the castle quite good there, and just take a look at the towers there. You will see that it did exactly the same thing there. But yeah, adding a couple more blocks basically makes the build look completely different and in the end a lot better. And what I'm planning for the future for this tower is kind of connecting it with a bridge to a little bit bigger facility, maybe adding some barracks, some trebuchets, just giving us protection from the seaside. Later I have to figure out how to get protection from the land side, but that's something you might want to decide. I'm not thinking about wall, but basically having multiple outposts protecting the country and then having small walls and maybe some ditches. I'm open to everything there. And now moving over to the top part there, and top parts for me are the most enjoyable part because you get so many possibilities. There you can have an open top or a closed top, which I decided to have here. You can see adding some more texture to my build by simply exchanging something completely with cobblestone. That looks awesome from the distance, and I found that on Garrett2x4's channel. He's an amazing builder, and a big fan of him, and actually a good friend of him, if you can consider that. We've texted a couple of times and I really enjoy working with him, so definitely check out his channel. He's in the description down below. But yeah, now we're moving over to the wooden part. Don't worry, I will add clay later on. We still are in the clay theme. Just for kind of sketching out the whole roof, I just decided to go with just wood, but you'll see it once we move on. we're coming to the clay part. I'm basically adding a couple clay there, just add some more texture and kind of getting the Glaciem theme black. And yeah, it worked out pretty well. I'm really happy with the roof there. I especially enjoy the stone support from the bottom there. But yeah, getting a last look from the distance, it looks quite amazing. And now we're going over to yeah, basically randomizing everything. Here I'm just adding one more torch, add some more lightning there. And yeah, let's hope I'm changing the time here pretty soon because it gets quite dark, but should be good. And you can see something I really like. I'm adding signs, just add some more detail here that I really enjoy that. And yeah, there we go. Now it's bright again. And what I like to randomize with is normal stone, cobblestone, andesite, and some mossy stone since it's on the coastline, but not too much though, because it can look quite ugly. So I'm basically going over everything again, changing some blocks. I used to do that with World Edit, but I became quite lazy. That's something I personally found during my break. I became so lazy doing everything World Edit, so I'm kind of going back to the roots, doing everything, or most of the things by hand, just add some more personal touch to it, and you get so much more options to do. You'll see it later when I add some more greenery. It looks amazing if you do it by hand. I normally would just add some random stuff there. And now we're coming to the greenery part. For greenery, I also like to randomize my things. Today, well, for this build I used oak leaves, sprucewood leaves, and birchwood leaves. Whereas I personally like the birchwood leaves best in combination with sprucewood. You gotta make sure you're in the taiga biome. I think this biome looks the best. And now you can see I'm adding just normal greenery there. As I said, I saw that on Gary2x4's channel. He gave me the initial idea, and I think he actually started doing greenery like this, and I personally really enjoyed. I'll later add some more normal grass, as you can see in my taskbar, like there. That looks amazing and adds so much more feeling to it and atmosphere. I really enjoyed. And then I'm building the 1.8 here. The new coarse dirt that I added is amazing. I always like to have dirt that doesn't grow grass on it, and here we go. It's a perfect thing. It looks pretty awesome too. It adds some more texture. What I'm doing here is trying to add some holders for a flag. Didn't work out so well, but yeah, it was a try. You can see something I found new, kind of adding something that holds the wind. Add some more detail to your flag post. There was checking for the sky in which direction the clouds were floating. Didn't really see it, so I just decided to go with this direction. Took me a while to build the flag. Normally I'm quite good with flags, but somehow this flag took me a while. So what I like to do is having them hanging down a lot. That's something Circadian showed me. He unfortunately is AFK, but recently noticed he's actually watching my videos, so thanks for that, dude. Really appreciate that tip. Alright, so for flags it's especially important that you add some more curves and detail to it. And what I was going here is kind of an S shape when you look from the top of it, so going in one direction then kind of flipping back in the other direction. I think that looks quite awesome. Used that in my old city too, so why not reuse it here? And there we go, that's a quite neat flag. Now I just need to add some more colors to it. Basically Glaciem colors are blue, gray, green and brown, I guess. I'm not sure what I used there. Yeah, there we got green, brown, blue, and then I used some more green stain clay. Let's just add some more texture to the flag and actually try to get a nice pattern in there. Let's see if we can redo it. Yeah, adding some more white there just to break up the pattern a little bit. And there we go, and then adding a little bit more blue, having 3 little bits of blue, adding kind of an eye-catching part there. And he decided to add some more randomization, but that's about it. And in the end I will just add some more supportings for the flag. I found that looks pretty good. I added that on the ship as well. And yeah, you guys haven't answered my question if you want to have a tutorial on the ship, but that's up to you guys. I won't record anything without you. So here you can see some more images in a shader. I figured you guys enjoyed that a lot last video. Unfortunately, I'm not able to record in shaders. I'm barely able to record without shaders, so I'm sorry for that. But I got a good friend, his name is iBob. He's also doing YouTube, so if you want to check him out in the description, there you go. He got shader videos. Unfortunately, he's kind of shy and doesn't want to talk. I'm just kidding, Bob. But yeah, make sure to check him out, and if you want to see more of the shader videos, make sure to support him so he gets a little bit of inspiration there. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video, hopefully without a time lapse and I'm able to record in a better quality now. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.